way, and you might got that thought, but that thought process is diminished real fast, and you be like, you know what, I'm tripping. I'm really, really tripping. You know what I mean?
Here we are, 2009. Now that's when you were a youth.
Yeah.
Okay, you actually had that stop filter situation.
But they think
I'm
it's cool
talking
now.
2009. I just stopped listening to some Wheezy or some Jeezy. Wow. I just started listening to somebody, and I feel as if I need to go stab somebody, man. I mean, seriously, are you letting hip hop off the hook? What are you doing?
Nah, I can't let it off the hook. Cause I mean, you know what I mean. Anytime you could be in front of people and you say anything, you should say something to motivate them. But I think a lot of times these kids think it's for real. They think it's cool to be gangsters, and they think it's cool to go to prison, like for real. Cause you know I've been there, and they think that's like some stripes and stuff like that. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? This is my third bid, son. You know what I mean? I can do this on my. Well, you do it on your head. I'm going home, cuz. Yo, because when the judge give you 50 and you come out at 68, and you still gonna be talking the same talk. So you know what I mean? Right now, I think they just live in a delusion for real. Like it's cool.
Shout out to all my people at Central Prison right now listening in Wake County Correctional that are listening to this show right now, because I know there's a lot of people out there agreeing with what my man's saying right here.
Yeah.
It's like once you get behind those bars,
yeah, it's real.
It's real,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like that fantasy or that illusion you've been living is like, and it's crazy because you know when you're doing time, it takes you a little minute to realize you're really doing time.
Okay.
Or the situation is real. It's like, cause I was in the hole for about 3 weeks, and I woke up one morning. It's like, yo, they ain't letting me out. Well, they are serious. I'm about to do 5 years, like for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, cause it's like it is like a time warp. It's like, yo. You know what I mean? So when you got a kid, because I was in there, man, kids coming in 18, 19 with 50, 60, 80 years. You know what I mean? One of my closest homies got like 98 years.
God,
so
God.
they ain't
hey,
no
if I get 98 years, you can best believe. Wait. If I get 98 years, you can best believe I'm reenacting that scene from you know what I'm talking about, Lorenz Tate. That scene from Dead Presidents when he threw the chair at the judge.
Yeah, for real.
98 years.
Well, I mean, what else you gonna do?
Bow.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm throwing the chair at the judge, man, for real. Like, what else can I do?
Yeah, that's right. Well, I think, and also, don't you think that, like, kids think it's cool to, like, be hard and, like, gone to prison and stuff?
Yeah.
In some ways. Don't you think? Because they're like, I'm not afraid of this or that or whatever. And that's kind of scary in and of itself. Because then you got a bunch of people who aren't afraid of anything.
Right.
Walking around.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want people to. I'm looking at this, like I said, from a hip hop slant, and I hate the fact that we put music out there as it is a guidebook for destruction. I mean, it really is. If you really sit there and take it literally, and it is the only music. You don't hear Garth Brooks out there doing something and putting a guidebook for you to go to jail.
Nah, not at all.
You don't hear Taylor Swift, Miley Cyrus putting out a guidebook for jail. You don't hear Mars. You don't hear Mars Volta doing that.
Well, you don't hear anybody doing that. Nobody's gonna be like.
But hip hop is the only form that does that.
No, hip hop's the only form that people feel like glorifies the things that put you in prison enough, and that's why people are afraid of it.
That's what I don't understand.
Well,
why is it like that, y'all?
Why is it like that? Because that's what people buy. Like, nobody's gonna buy an album by Bill Cosby about like wholesome values and like hugging each other. They're gonna like thugging each other, man.
At the end of the day,
right.
We are quick to be moved by violence than peace. That's where we're at right now. So all I'm saying to young kids right now, I'm not condoning it, but if you're gonna be that way, understand the consequences that come with it.
Well, people
because they're throwing out football numbers right now. It's not 2 years, 6 months. They're throwing out football numbers right now. So understand that there is a plan to have you removed, since that is the path you want to take. Well, that's all I'm saying. So if you get 50 years, don't let me see you out on the street in 3. Because I know something else, and the streets know that too.
Yeah, you've been
So
talking, you've been talking a little bit.
lumps, take your lumps like a real, take it like a real G,
man.
as they say in the streets. You're gonna do your time.
Go ahead, Charles.
Well, people think violence solves things, and that's just not true. You know, like if you stab somebody, that's not gonna solve your problems. That's gonna make whoever you just stabbed that much more angry at you, and perhaps his boys as well now. And so now you got a bunch of people looking for you.
No, you're talking about retribution. Yeah.
Well, not even retribution. It's just like if I stab you, that's not gonna make us friends later.
No, because because somebody from my clique gonna come.
Yeah, exactly.
shoot
So like,
you.
instead of talking things out, you just got retaliation and you got fighting, and that's like that's perpetuated in rap. That's perpetuated in all kinds of different places, like the media, books, TV, all of it. You know, it's just the way it is, and I don't know.
I got you. Check this out. Once again, I gotta let you guys know what you listen to. This is Chopping Block with D Cutta and my man
DJ Choppy,
and my girl
Shay.
and my homie
DJ Damu,
and my good friend right here.
Sean Ingram, man.
Alright, now what I want you to do is show the people you're talented.
No
But
doubt.
that's me saying that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people know who you are. But a lot of people don't know who you are. Alright?
Yeah.
And I'm saying you're talented, but I want you to show them, and well, tell them a little bit about you. Just talk about you a little bit.
Yeah, man, I'm just this wide awake kid who had a dream one day, you know what I mean? Came to big Raleigh, went to art school, met my people, cutting them. Man, you know, because we was part of a movement,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So to see everybody just handle their business, you know, I started writing the books, and then I got into the singing, then I got into the trouble. That's where I learned prison ain't cool, but like everything they told me about prison definitely was a lie. You know what I mean? So I don't know what kind of story they was coming up with, but you know what I mean? Just back on track now, man. Just trying to handle business, do things the right way, be a positive message and a role model to those who coming up behind me.
Alright.
You know what I mean? So
Now I know that you do a little bit of poetry. Well, not even poetry. You do slam.
well, I'm not really a slam artist anymore. The slam is just a mentality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong.
I think it's a box. I think it's a
Yeah.
box. You're a slam artist. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm a writer by trade, so I'm a book writer. Like I do lectures in schools and stuff. Like they study my books in schools. You know what I'm saying? So when people say Sean just a poet, it's like nah, I'm an author. I'm a writer for real.
Alright.
You know what I'm saying? So then with the singing and the plays, you know, like we was talking about earlier, just never allowing yourself to confine yourself within the box, because people will confine you in the box just as fast as they can.
Alright.
But as long as you don't allow yourself to be confined, then you always be free. You know what I'm
Alright.
saying? So
Well, check it out. Can we get a sample of something you got?
yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Throw on something. Throw on the instrumental. Let's
Throw
do
on
it
the
live.
instrumental.
Yeah, let's do it live.
Let me see if I
Let me
got
see.
something.
Let me get a deep cut of joint.
You know what I'm saying? Wow. Look, can I throw on our intro beat?
Yeah, sure. Let's do
Okay,
it.
alright, let's do that. Let me see if I can get that going real
It's
quick.
live and direct. We just gonna do it like we do it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Alright. Let's do it like this. Now in my own mind I'm like Father Divine, man, a young Frederick Douglass, man, way before his time. A little Langston Hughes grabbing my Ill Street blues. I lean against the ropes but determined not to lose, so I gotta keep going. No, I probably died writing my story like Donald Goins, but nah, that won't stop me. Even if they try to Big Papa Tupac me, nah. Cause I keep going. Everything I ever written, dog, is still growing. The seeds that I planted, dog, is still growing. And I'm with Damu, D Cutta, and the whole crew. We at 88.1. You know how we do, yeah. And I'm so ill.